Man, I'm gagging for a pint.
Should have got their dinner and dances. It's the only place we can get one legit. There's the odd speakeasy pop up if you can find out where they are, but they come and go like melting snow, so you've got to be pretty quick. No such problem with drugs though, quite the opposite. You can get all manner of shit here, readily available, almost encouraged. As a consequence, whole swathes of souls are constantly off their tits. Pinned, stoned, high, gone. Have you ever tried to get sense out of a dead man spaced on ketamine? Try asking them for directions, or the ingredients for an omelette, or what 2 plus 2 comes to. In other words, forget it. You just have to work it out yourself. The craziest ones, though, are the acid heads who think they're still alive. Boy, do they freak when you tell them that they're dead. They just want to come down and get straight, get normal, ordinary, rise in the morning, have their breakfast, get on the bus, drive their car, board a train, go to work, come home, watch television, read a book, go down the pub, go for a walk, go out for a meal, go to the cinema, meet friends, value friends, tell their loved ones how much they love them, marvel at life, at being alive, alive in the moment, until it finally sinks in that they are indeed dead. That they can't find a pulse, and that their friends cannot hear them, that they live in one of the billions of bungalows that all look the same, that their food goes in, but it never comes out, which I still find a little disconcerting to this day, incidentally. And so they hit the lysergic acid diethylamide. And off they go again, until once more they are reminded that they're just dust to dust deceased. And then they're back in the loop, flossing their teeth and setting their alarm and striding out with a skip to their gate for another day at the office, until someone at the water cooler quietly points out to them that they're dead. God, I could murder a drink. By the way, the answer's 4. No doubt you'll be wondering whether or not there's any animals here in the afterlife. Aside from us hopeless, Homo sapiens, that is. If you'll get to see your dead pets again. If you'll be reunited with Rover, Fido, Cuddles, Butch and Fluffy. And if you get to meet all the cows you've partly eaten over the years. The countless chickens you've chomped on. If you'll bump into Porky the Chop or Larry the Lamb, Vindaloo. The cockroaches you've joyfully crunched underfoot. The mosquitoes you've swatted with hate on your face. The entire colonies of ants you've wiped from the face of the earth, chemically discharging them by the thousands into oblivion. Yes, they're all here. All animal life is here. Pets, livestock, now dead stock, and all of nature's bountiful array of abundant wildlife. All 8 million species, give or take. Plus bacteria. Oh, and viruses. And something else I should mention. Bit of an eye-opener when you first get here, a bit of a shocker. And that is I'll tell you later. Actually, I'll tell you now.
No.
We're not alone in the universe. And yes, I'm talking aliens. Every shape and form, highly intelligent and otherwise. They're all here. Well, they don't have their own afterlife. There's only the one. Plenty of room. The highly evolved, super intelligent ones, millions of years more advanced than me and you, tend to keep themselves to themselves. You know how it goes. They're a bit beam me up snotty. I suppose we're a bit like ants to them. Yes, they're here all right. Green ones, grey ones, tall ones, small ones, big-headed ones, two-headed ones, translucent ones, ones that look like 8-foot tall insects that can read your mind. So try not to be too repulsed within telepathy distance. Some humanoid types here, not dissimilar to yours truly. Not to mention the many versions of ourselves from parallel universes. So expect to meet yourself, of a fashion, in a different guise, so to speak. Ad infinitum. A bit freaky at first. To date, I've come across 17 versions of myself. A few of us get on, meeting up now and then for an evening out to chew the fat, compare our fates and the forks in our roads, those same situations, those different decisions, the choices we chose, the many and varied outcomes, the many me's that fucked up and didn't fuck up, that should have done, that would have done, that could have done, that couldn't do, that did do, that wanted to, that failed to. The chicken, the snake and the lion in every one of us. One thing we do all have in common, we discovered, is that not one of us in our lifetime ever wore loafers, nor ever cared to. I can't speak for the other lot, mind, the ones that I, we, me's don't socialise with. They, we, me, me's probably wore patent leather ones, with those no-show socks. What was I, me, we thinking?
Ladies and gentlemen, during this intermission, the ABC sales staff will visit every part of the theatre. You will be able to purchase delicious Lyons-made Cornish dairy ice cream, as well as Kiora fruit drinks, including 2 exciting new flavors, flamenco orange and cascade lemon lime. The kiosk is also open in the foyer, offering refreshing ice-cold Pepsi Cola and your favorite brands of cigarettes and confectionery.
Believe me, being dead is a full-time job. It's never-ending, it's eternal, i.e. forever and ever, without end. It just goes on and on and on, unending, everlasting. It's per-fucking-petual, plus some. Day after day, eon after eon, etc., etc. It's ceaseless, for always. Amaranthine, infinite, a story without an end. The butler might have done it, but you'll never find out. And in the midst of death, we are in death. And you thought being alive was a drag. Well, at least living doesn't last that long. Comparatively, it's not even a blink. Whereas this, dear me, dear me, dear me. There's just no pleasing some dead people. Still, I get their gripes. Like most souls, they expected far too much of the afterlife, having been conned by all the hyperbole gushing from the gob holes of the on your knees and hand over your mind bunch of cults. It's always a matter of polarity with that lot. It's either the pits of despair and eternal suffering, or it's a glorious, goofy paradise where if you don't like the sound of a heart being plucked, you're fucked. In truth, you'll have zero, if that, concept of what it's really like on the other side. The trick is, when you die, relax, go with the flow. Follow the signs, listen to the announcements, study the brochure, read all the gumph, fill out the necessary forms. You'll soon get in the groove, and before you know it, after a couple of 1,000 years, or even less, it'll be as if you've never lived anywhere else. Or ever will.